Welcome to Steeltown Football, folks. I'm Bill. This is Mike. I'm a journalist who wants to be a sports talking head so I can be famous on ESPN and Fox and BetMGM and all these other things, but it ain't ever going to work out. Mike here is a fan. He is a Steelers fan. Just look at this room. He has a breast cancer awareness towel because he cares. Unlike me, you got it upside down, you got to turn it around there. There you go. The most important catch. Is that what that says?
Yes, it is. Yep.
The
They
pink
they were
terrible
giving these out.
towel.
That's it, man.
All right.
Pretty cool stuff,
That's
Breast
pretty
Cancer
cool.
Awareness Month. Yeah.
Breast cancer
Raising awareness.
month.
Yep.
Yeah. So today we're discussing, it's a few days late from the Thursday night debacle that occurred in Cincinnati. But we had to let the true fans calm down to where they could talk rationally about what's
Yes.
happening. Is that right, Mike?
That is absolutely right. Yeah, it's been yeah,
Okay.
a couple of days to calm down, get the blood pressure down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like, I'm a fan of Kentucky basketball. I literally could not talk rationally about them at all because there's too much emotion tied up in it. I couldn't do it. So, congratulations
Right.
to you for being willing to do this. So anyway, the score, as we know, Cincinnati Bengals 33, your Pittsburgh Steelers 31. So, the offense for Pittsburgh was great. Literally, I think this was the best offensive game they had all season. 396 total yards. That should win you the game. Would you say?
You would think so.
You
Scoring,
would think.
31 points and
Yeah.
but man, I mean two crucial turnovers which led to scores. We threw two picks. But I mean the one was really just the one was a great defensive play. I mean,
Yeah.
DK Metcalf should have had that on the corner there, but I mean,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers
Is that,
threw for 4 touchdowns. First
yeah.
time
Is
in
that,
NFL history, threw to four tight ends. So
oh, really? Wow.
I read that. Yeah.
Way back when, the beginning of the season, you said all they really have are two good tight ends for receivers. So I remember that well. So anyways, DK Metcalf, is that the one where they took the ball out of his hand after he kind of caught it?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I mean, he just wasn't able to
Yeah.
kind of tuck it in. I mean, it was a great defensive play. The guy,
Yeah. I wouldn't put
know.
that all in the quarterback of that kind of interception.
No,
But hey,
I wouldn't either.
it goes on his
but you got-
record. That's
right.
the way that it
But
is. Yeah.
But you gotta make that catch.
Oh yeah, you got to make the
I
catch.
mean, because it killed a drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One last
Anyway.
opportunity to put points on the board. But
Yeah. All right. So Aaron Rodgers this was his best game as a Steeler, right? 249 yards passing,
I mean,
4 touchdowns. That was his best game. That was better than anything he ever did with the Jets, I think.
yeah.
I think so.
I mean, we scored 31 points. 31
Yeah.
points should win you a football game.
It should, but we're going to get to the defense in just a second,
Yeah.
folks, because I can tell you're chomping at the bit to discuss that one, Mike. Now,
Oh boy.
they rushed for 147 yards. As a team, Jaylen Warren had 127 yards by himself. That,
Yeah.
like you say, you keep bringing up their offense. Their offense played an extraordinary game.
They really did. Some good chunk plays, and I mean, take advantage of the 4 tight ends that we have. We moved the ball up and down the field.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a couple of penalties early on, which took back a touchdown, unfortunately, there, I believe, in that late first quarter, early second. But again, we put up 31 points, and that's pretty respective.
Yeah.
Had we gotten the ball last, I mean, we probably would have won that game.
Well, we're going to get into the coaching / into the game stuff, which I'm still fascinated by this. But anyway, Cincinnati's defense, they didn't show up for the game. Does Cincinnati have a defense that's respected?
Not at
I
all.
don't know. I'm asking you about.
No, they don't. They
Okay.
don't.
All right. Well, it was
And
proven.
in fact, Aaron Rodgers hasn't been Aaron Rodgers wasn't sacked at all.
No, he had no.
He hasn't been sacked the last 2 games.
Yeah. So your
So
offensive line is got their act together for the most part, which is
absolutely. Good. And just like
yeah.
you said, when you rush for close to 150 yards and you throw for another 220 yards or whatever it is, do the math. I mean, that's a pretty good, offensive day. No turnovers.
Yeah.
With the exception of the 2 picks.
For the two interceptions,
But we moved the ball up and down the field. We dominated the first quarter and a half. And then something happened. Something was in the Gatorade. I don't know what it was.
But. All right, well, we're moving on to defense. Okay. We only took a few minutes for offense. Now we're moving on to this was bad. The Steelers and Mike Tomlin are all about defense. That's what his whole shtick is, right? Well, his shtick didn't show up for this game. The Bengals scored on 7 of their last 8 possessions. 7 of their last 8. Holy cow. That's terrible. The question is, did Pittsburgh's defense just kind of like, we don't care about playing?
It's I don't know. I mean, we couldn't stop the run.
No.
No,
I have a stat for the run.
Yeah. I mean, it's just yeah, sure. Go ahead.
just call me Stat Boy because I don't care about football.
Stat Boy.
I just care about stats.
Stat Boy. Let's
Stat Boy. Actually, he's on ESPN or something anyway. The Bengals total rushing had 142 yards.
They're the worst rushing team in the league.
They are the worst rushing.
They are the worst rushing team in the league.
Well, they throttled you for 142 yards. Holy.
Yes.
Holy, holy, holy. Joe Flacco, ESPN, the PTI to be exact, referred to this as the icy hot bowl.
Right.
Because the age of the players. Now, the thing about it is, Joe Flacco had 342 yards passing. So, between Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers, they passed for almost 600 yards between the two. That don't sound like two old guys.
No. Joe Flacco took off for a really nice 15 or 20 yard run as well.
Oh,
Joe Flacco looked great.
Yeah.
But we had he had guys wide open. I mean, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins just absolutely scored us. I mean, these guys were more open, than a 24-hour convenience store, man. They were. I mean, Jamar Chase had 16
Did you steal
catches.
that line somewhere?
I did actually. Okay. I did. Sorry.
Here's a question for you.
So
Mike Tomlin knew exactly who he's playing. He knows he's played Joe Flacco an extreme amount of time. Doesn't even really have to watch video on him. This is Joe Flacco just showed up for the team. He knows who their best receivers are. I go back to, I think the players just didn't put all the effort into the game.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And it looked like at times there was a lot of miscommunication, a lot of breakdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Joe Flacco made some great throws. I mean, he really did. He put the ball right where it had to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, there were just times where guys are just running wide open everywhere. And when you got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, I mean, they're probably two of the best receivers in the league, and they are great. But when you can't pressure the quarterback, and normally when Joe Flacco's done a pretty good job against us. I think he's 13-13 against us now, lifetime.
Really?
Going back to his Baltimore days. So he's had some really good games with us, but we've always been able to pressure him, and we've always been able to make him throw those those late picks in games, those late fumbles. I mean, those turnovers. And I think in this
Yeah.
game, I was expecting him, despite the great game that he had, at some point to make that mistake,
Okay.
which he normally does,
Yeah.
and it just never happened. He looked great. I mean, his
But
second game in
yeah.
5 days, and he looked fantastic. I mean, it's one of those games that I think that I said it last week. It's one of those trap games.
Yeah. The
And,
team took the game off. Didn't take it seriously.
yeah. And, we just, we couldn't get one stop. Couldn't stop them. Just could not stop them.
Like you were talking about mistakes, a quarterback who is good is not going to make a mistake unless he is being forced to, or the people downfield are having issues where they can't get open, and the quarterback forces it. The Steelers were not causing any disruptions whatsoever to anything.
Right. I think TJ Watt had one tackle and a half a sack.
One tackle.
I think one tackle, half a sack. I think we did as a team. I think we had 2 sacks, but again, we didn't get any of those big splash defensive plays, as Mike Tomlin calls them. And we've been a turnover machine the last couple of weeks, and we didn't get any of that. And we just couldn't get off the field, couldn't stop the run. And then Joe Flacco just went to town. And the penalties. I mean, Joey Porter and Jalen Ramsey were each called for pass interference twice.
Ooh,
I mean,
bad.
so it's so like it just horrible. And on that final drive, I mean, Jalen Ramsey, all pro, great player. We paid him a pretty penny, signed him in the offseason for the trade, and he got toast. He was toast. Well, they all were toast the entire night, but we needed to stop. That's the drive we needed to stop, and it was the
We're all right. Well, anyway, I personally think Tomlin probably had a game plan and say, this is what we have to do to beat these guys. We know who they are. We've seen Flacco play for 18 years or whatever, minus his 3-year hiatus or something. So,
right.
So they know, but the players just didn't seem, as you say, a trap game. They didn't seem to be geared up for it. Now, the end of the game, and this is, I do not understand this whatsoever. I just explained this before we came on. In the third quarter, a team can't get a first down, like 6 minutes in the third quarter. They can't get a first down, so they punt. But if you put that same team into the fourth quarter with 1 minute and 25 seconds, they can go 80 yards. I don't understand how that works, other than they have this thing called prevent defense, which they say, okay, we'll give you 10 yards, but we're not going to give you the 20-yard play. Have you experienced this prevent defense before?
Yes, playing too soft. Playing too soft. I mean, it goes back to play to win, don't play not to lose.
Yeah.
And so, we brought in these guys during the offseason to play tight man coverage, and
don't let them play it.
Right. And when you look at the kicking game nowadays, it doesn't take. I mean, these guys are kicking 50, 55-yard field goals pretty consistently now.
Yeah.
So when they're getting the ball at their own 30-yard line, they don't have a whole long way to go.
No, and you're on artificial turf in indecent weather. I mean,
right. It's just it doesn't make any sense, But again, we couldn't pressure the quarterback the entire game. We couldn't stop him the entire game.
Yeah.
I thought that might be the one time we did stop them, or that big Joe Flacco interception, or something like that. That one mistake that he tends to make. And he made it for the first 3 games in Cleveland. He was horrible, before he got traded. But, he had a great game against us. It's just one of those, we were on the road. It's a trap game. Cincinnati hasn't won, they're coming off four game losing streak. Yeah. We came out, just super soft on defense and just never was able to recover Goes back to how we played against, in our first game of the year, just giving up huge chunk plays and very, very frustrating. So what, I guess the question is, what adjustments, are we going to make, this week as a team and a defense to turn down, the Packers. The Packers, we play them in Pittsburgh. They are.
We got Green Bay at home. Green Bay can score some points.
Yes, and they can run the ball too. They have more rushing attempts than anyone else in the league. So we have got to find a way to stop the run and get off the field.
And you back to your trap game thing. They could have just been like, well, we'll just go in here and play. It's a Thursday night game. We don't care about this. Green Bay's coming. This is the game we want, because Aaron, he's building this up to all these guys. Hey, we got to win this Green Bay game. We got to win this Green Bay game. So.
Right. Well, and this is kind of a weird statistic, and I'm probably going to butcher it here, but under Mike Tomlin, the Steelers have lost like 7 of 8 Thursday night games or something like that. It's a crazy.
Yeah.
He has been horrible on Thursday night on the road, which again, I don't know, short week, but it comes down to a lack of execution, lack of preparation, and we had an opportunity to go, to really put a stranglehold on the division, beating a Cincinnati team, which really isn't that good. They have a couple of really good players, but that is a very winnable game without Joe Burrow. We blew it, and 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks from now on this same little podcast here, that this may be a game we come back to and say,
if we would have won that game.
Should have won that.
If we would have won that game.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
because I
look at the Seattle game. That was a home game. You should have won that game. So road games are tough.
Absolutely. And it's a bloodbath there. It's a divisional game, and anything can happen in those games, but you got to take care of your business. And we had all the advantages in the world and the opportunities, and just couldn't take it. And when you look at our schedule, like, things get tough now, Billy. You said it. We got the Packers, we got the Colts, and then we got the Chargers.
Colts are on a tear.
Yes. All 3 of those teams would be in the playoffs right now if they started tomorrow. So they are all really good football teams, and we're going to separate the men from the boys here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, remember, Mike, you're a professional football team. Just beat them.
Just beat them.
That's right.
Right.
What Al Davis say? Just win, baby.
Just win, baby. Find a way to win. And, we just, again, all we needed was a stop. All we needed was a stop.
All right.
And you look at that last drive before the half, before in the second quarter. They took down and they got that, that field goal right before halftime.
Yeah.
Again, we just gave them like 60, 70 yards in a ding, 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 in a minute and a half. That field goal turned out to be the difference. Yeah. So,
all right, we're going to have to get off being downers. We got to think positive. Remember, Green Bay's coming to town. You can win this game. Aaron wants to beat them bad.
Absolutely he does. Absolutely.
He absolutely wants to beat them bad, to show them, you should have never let me go.
Right. On a new field, too. New grass. The grass is growing right now.
We're going to talk about that. Hopefully next week it'll be in good shape, because it's scary.
Was it? Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, that's all we got for today. We could sit here and talk for a lot longer, but we try to keep this in a logical time frame and not ramble on and on and on. Okay. So,
right.
So
good time to call it quits.
Remember, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
So long, everybody.
Good night.
This has been a production of Steeltown Football. Tune in each week for the best Steelers commentary in the world.